What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jenny Grind, and this is part 2 of Sisterhood. And we're just gonna jump right in it. So when we left off the last time, we were talking about the break in our relationship. So for those of you who didn't catch the last episode, make sure you go back and listen to it. Part 1 of Sisterhood, but let's just jump right in it. So our break, we had a break, and you felt like I wasn't. This was right after. Did I have a baby? Right after I had a baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tyson.
And I didn't even introduce you. Y'all, this is my bestie, Najee. And I call her Sita because she's Mama Sita's. But only I can call her Sita, right?
That's what you said.
I mean, no,
That's
never
what you said. You made the rules. I just follow it.
So, but yeah, so, I don't even think I introduced you in the last one. But now y'all know who she is.
Yeah.
So I think I just had a baby, and I was just a new mom, just trying to get acclimated to everything, trying to figure out life. Newly married, because we had a baby right after we got married.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing I can say about you is, when in the beginning, and even though I forced the friendship on you, you have always been the push in the background, and you've always encouraged it and consistent. And she was basically like, okay, you force this friendship, then I'm gonna force you to keep it. And I am not, and that's one of my weaknesses. I'm not as consistent in my friendships, and especially when it comes down to sisterhood, but you have helped me to do that. So even in that break, you were calling me, texting me. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I respond late. I've gotten better at that.
No, way better.
And between you and Devon, y'all have really helped me.
Yeah,
and my husband really checks me when I'm not being a good friend.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that.
I am too.
So it helps me to be a better friend.
Yeah.
But in that, you were calling, texting. I wasn't really responding. And although I had a baby, it was just, at some point, it was just no excuse, right?
I just felt like it was, I was reaching out to be of service. Yeah. I was reaching out to help, to come, hey, you need help, whatever with the baby, I'll watch him, you can take a shower, what have you. And I knew that you probably were struggling first time mom. I mean, not that I have children, but I have experience with a lot of kids. And number one, I was worried about you. And then number two, it was just like, maybe I need to give her some space. Yeah. Again, maybe she feels overwhelmed, what have you. But after the not responding at all, it was just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was love lost. It wasn't like I was mad at you. It was just like, I'm a letter,
And the thing is, I was struggling with postpartum really, really bad with our first child. So I think my emotions and my hormones were all over the place. So I wasn't at the place where I could really be a good friend, but you were still passionate about making sure that I was good. And so even in that break, you stopped talking to me, and you stopped reaching out. And I called you one day, and I was like, oh, you don't call. And this was actually when you moved back to Philly.
It was right before.
Yeah, right before.
It was right before.
Right before you moved back to Philly, you stopped talking to me, and I was like, oh no, you're not gonna get away from me that quick. But I mean, it took me a couple weeks to call you.
Yeah.
Because I felt some type of way. I was expecting her to call me, and she didn't. And I was really surprised by that. But then when I finally talked to you, and I was like, oh, you don't talk to me anymore? And then she got really quiet. And I knew that's when the lecture was coming. So he gave me a lecture. He gave me a lecture, and he basically was like, so...
Step your friendship game up.
Step your friendship game up. It doesn't take you all day to respond. I'm not asking you to talk to me every day, but I am asking you to be responsive. Yeah. I'm asking you to work at this. I can't work at this by myself.
Yeah.
I am more than a friend to you. I'm more a friend to you than you are to me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me feel good. Yeah. So even in that situation, you were kind of hesitant about. You were still working through your emotions and talking through your emotions.
Yeah.
But how do you think that kind of changed
I think friendship? It changed our friendship because it shifted the energy, right? And I feel like you had the dominant, part of the energy, and then it just became more equal. And then also, I felt like it prepared us for us to be geographically apart.
Yeah.
Right? Because I knew that I was getting ready to move. You knew it too, but you had other things going on. And I was just like, if she can't reach out to me and I'm 20 minutes away from her, what's going to happen when I'm, hours away? Yeah. So I think it prepared us for that. Yeah. It made us stronger for sure, because it was like, number one, when you get through things in whatever relationship, if you get through something, you get over that mountain, it's like, okay, we done survived some things. We can push through. Like, we good here. Yeah. So it made me feel like it made us stronger, because it's like, all right, we made it through that. Yeah. We get through some obstacles.
That was definitely a little hiccup in our a moment of growth in our friendship, because I felt some type of way that she stopped, reaching out, and I didn't like it. It didn't feel good going down. But then it helped me to understand that, hey, you really do need to be a better friend to her. And so fast forward from that, we've now that we're in distance, you're in Philly, I'm still in Charlotte. Now we talk more. I make time for you that I didn't used to. Yes. Even in the midst of now having three kids. Yeah. Sometimes you do a good job at becoming a part of the conversation with the kids. I don't have to feel like I have to go somewhere or be quiet, or I got a whole lot going on in my life. So you just call in the middle of kids, and then sometimes the kids answer the phone. So
put on speaker and just let it go.
And they talk to you. But then we did other things we do. We do duo. What else do we do?
We did what's that video thing for a little bit?
I forgot.
Marco Polo.
Yeah, we did that a little bit. Then it got kind of,
Duo was better. Duo was better. It was live.
But all in all, and then in the years, one of the things is that over the past couple of years, and I want to talk about this real quick, guys, because it was this is another major adjustment and something that we're still working to perfect. But the last couple of years I've been coming here. Yes. So I make it a point, and I'm thankful. Shout out to my husband again, who helps to make that happen.
Yes,
because
he orchestrates it.
Yeah, he kind of makes it possible for me to get here to see her. But last couple of years I've been coming here, even when I was pregnant. Came here to see you. Took the public transportation because you didn't think I could do it. She tried me, and I did.
Barely.
But coming to Philly every year, at least once a year, to come see you, has definitely helped our relationship. Oh, yeah. And now going into my 35th birthday, I get to celebrate this with you. I'm so excited, y'all. So excited. And then, so yesterday we did an obstacle course, and I want to talk real quick about that obstacle course, because I didn't think that I was going to be able to do level 4, and you pushed me. Yeah. And I felt like that level 4 was a pretty much kind of like mirrored our relationship a little bit, because over the years it was real rocky, and when that obstacle course was really it started off smooth, and then it just hit a point in level 4 that I didn't think I could do it. And y'all, video to come from that. But we got so high, and some of the obstacles were so hard, and I saw you walk before me in that, and then you talked me through these moments. And I think that was pivotal, because in our relationship or our sisterhood, there's so many times that you've kind of talked me through hard situations, ups and downs, and have just been there for me. And I'm a emotional person.
Yeah, you better not cry. Anyway,
she's
gonna cry, so I'm gonna take over. I will say what I thought about it. So what I felt like, it was definitely symbolic of that, and I felt like it was good because we were up there by ourselves. There was nobody else on this obstacle. It was the end of the day, and it was just us two. And in our friendship, at the end of the day, it's us. It's about us. Yeah. You're not going to look for outside sources or anything like that. We couldn't look down and have them help us from the ground. We had to connect. We had to focus on just us. And we were able to push through that way. So I feel like that's the same thing with our friendship. Like, we can't let these outside things affect us. We have to focus on our friendship and direct each other in whatever way to make it through to the other side. So I think it was really awesome.
I'm full of tears, but I just in conclusively, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for helping me to be a better friend. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving my family. And I love you so much, and I thank you for our sisterhood. I'm so excited to see on the other end of the spectrum, kind of see you grow in your relationship and just grow as a person. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too. Proud of you too. Listen, guys. She's come a long way. I love you too. She's come a long way. Y'all don't know how that first baby, she was crying and like, I came in the door and she's like, here, please. And now she's like wrangling these kids. You know what I mean? She's the kid wrangler. So anyway.
Well, you helped me to be that way.
So now once I enter that stage of my life, she's gonna have to help me.
On that zip line yesterday, you taught me something. You were like, push through. And if I didn't learn anything, sometimes I hesitate too much about things. But one thing I don't hesitate, or I've learned not to hesitate about, is relationships that are worth it and sisterhood that is worth it. So if there's one thing that you can leave with anybody, what would it be about sisterhood?
About sisterhood, I would say that it's essential for women, right? Yeah. Specifically Black women, for us to be able to come together, because there's nobody who's going to be able to relate to the experience that we have living in America as being a Black woman, as another Black woman. Yeah. It's essential, and it's worth working on. Yeah. It's worth the work that you put in.
So if you find a relationship or find you come across someone who's worth being in your life, work at it. And you're not gonna be perfect. You're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna have uncomfortable conversations. But know that uncomfortable conversations yield long-lasting relationships and friendships. Yeah. You know, and this is the results. And I can come to Philly every year to see you. I'll do this for the rest of my life.
No.
All right, y'all. So thank you again for tuning in to Sisterhood Part 2 with my bestie. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and hit me up with any thoughts on sisterhood and friendship, and what you think is important to you, because a lot of times your perception is everything.
Yes.
So thank you for tuning in. Hey guys, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, DM me with your thoughts. Thank you so much for your support.